Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with another episode of Battle Bites here in World of Tanks, and today I am in the VK3002M, the German Tier 6 medium tank, and we are in a Tier 8 battle on South Coast. I'm doing a little bit of bushwork early on here, trying to snipe and spot some enemies, and I get spotted and shot once, bounce once, and then take a second hit from something hidden down on the west coast there where we do not have any ally support. That flank is completely open. So thankfully my front plate was well angled on that second shot. It ended up bouncing it, but the third one goes in as I'm turning around, and so I need to relocate. So because this is a Tier 8 battle, and it's the end of November, early December, there are a ton of KV-5s out there in the wild right now. If you're in a Tier 8 battle, odds are you're going to see one of these KV-5s. It's a premium Russian Tier 8 heavy tank that's recently been offered for sale, and a lot of people pick them up. I've been seeing them everywhere. So the first thing about the KV-5, do not get rammed by it. Those things weigh over 150 tons, and if they get coming at you with any kind of speed, they're coming downhill, you will get obliterated. So second thing, when you're in a tank like the VK with a medium caliber, low caliber, medium penetration kind of gun, you need to be very selective about where you shoot these things. So I rush a first shot there, snapshot, it doesn't hit. Second shot, flush into the rear of the side of his tank, and all it does is take out the tracks. So now I try to track him. I'm not able to do so, but my ally is. I spend one more trying to track take off his other track, and then I switch to the weak point. And there it is, right where I'm aiming. If you're looking at the KV-5 from the front, it's the front left of the tank, has a cylindrical projection. People call it the droid, people call it the R2-D2. You're going to see it right there. Right there, you can see it through the bush. That is the projection. That's the weak point in the tank that you want to hit, and you can go through that even with a gun with relatively low penetration like the VKs. So an ally was able to take him out. We did do some assistance damage there. We took out some of his hit points. An ally gets the kill, and now scores are great, 12-5, but we are in a little bit of trouble here. The enemy has two tanks in the capture circle, and they are close to capping this thing out, and I'm the closest tank to the base. So I'm rushing back. I switch to premium. Don't want to mess around here. I need these shots to go in. Again, ideally, I want to put one shot into each tank to fully reset the cap. One of the tanks is a KV-5. Thankfully, right before I shot him, my ally did, so that one was reset. The other tank is a T-71. I put one into the rear of him. He turns towards me, and I go for a little bit of a ram here, and now I want to go evasive and see if I can take him out, and yes, we're able to do that. Now, I still had the premium loaded there. I certainly didn't need it for the T-71, but I was going evasive, and I didn't have the second to remove my thumb to try and switch over the ammo type. The T-71 has an autoloader, and I didn't want to let him remove me from the game just by dumping his clip into me. But now we did switch back to our regular rounds. First shot bounces off the side of the KV-5's turret, but we make a nice little adjustment there, go for the rear of the turret. We are able to go through. Third shot was flush on the side of that turret, and it bounced. So I switch over to premium, and then I pull back. This is a bit of a misplay. The KV-5's turret was turning towards me, and I thought he was going to go all the way around to shoot at me, but he wasn't. He was just kind of looking at my ally, who's in front of him and to the right. So I pulled all the way back when I didn't need to, and by the time I came up again, I didn't have a good shot at him. I probably missed two flush shots into the rear of that tank because I pulled back there unnecessarily. I was being a little cautious. My health was kind of low, but a bit of a misplay. So we're going to try and make up for it. We're going to rush down the hill. The mobility of this tank is good, especially downhill, and we've got the rear of the tank. Again, I snapped my first shot. Wow, did that go high and to the right. But right there, if you have the rear of the tank, this is the bar you want to be shooting at. It's the least angled and the least armored. And then I take one hit and then two hits really fast within 3 seconds of each other. And I'm able to eliminate the KV-5, and then we get into cover. We're able to put this tower between me and the remaining tank. It's an easy 8, an American medium tank. Man, does he have a rapid-firing gun. I did not realize how deadly that tank could be, and he had my rear, so the armor on my tank was not going to hold up. So we try to rush in here and get one last kill, but my ally is able to secure it, and that is a victory for the team. So here we go, quick look at the post-game stats. Again, the point of this video was to highlight the KV-5 and what you can do when you're in a medium tank with a low caliber gun in order to take them out on the battlefield. Certainly if you're in an equal tiered or higher tank like a Borsig or something, you'll have more options for where to shoot those things. But when you're in a tank with about a 76mm or 90mm gun, you got to be more selective. So aim for the droid if you're at the front, and aim for that rear panel that you saw me shooting if you're at the rear of the tank. And again, this was a tier 6 tank in a tier 8 battle. We were bottom tier, and we ended up with a first class mastery badge. So the result, in addition to being about the KV-5 just as an individual performance, was pretty good as well. The accuracy of the gun, 31 shots, 28 hits, which was good. Only 17 penetrations. A lot of those shots into the KV-5 didn't go through. But that was nice with our 1,377 base XP, 1,750 damage. And so I thought that was a nice all-around video, and one that we could show off some of the weaknesses of the KV-5 and how you can take them out. Hopefully you found it useful. If you did, please consider giving a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks.